Hi everyone, and welcome to Money Man and Money Boy, MB as I call him.
Hello.
Is that the cool thing to break down,
Whatever you like.
Okay, cool. I wish everyone felt that way. Talk me through last weekend, Ollie, and how you did.
Yeah, it was another good weekend. I didn't put down as much money as the previous one just because we spoke about that Springbok bet being sort of the bet of the year when they were given that 14.5 handicap. So I put a lot of money on that. Not as much this weekend, but still my English bets came off. I just put England outright over 3 of the accounts, and then took Wales, took the Welsh handicap. I think it was 7.5, and then won the money back. I just lost on. I thought there would be a yellow card somewhere in that Wales Springbok game. There wasn't. Luckily, to be honest, I mean it would have probably changed the nature of the game. So I'd rather have lost that money there, and we're through to the final.
Are you tempted to look at that bet again for the England Boks game?
I'm not sure. It seems like it almost seems like superstitious, but it's like you're willing something bad to happen for the sake of like a little bet,
Are you finding that superstition is starting to come into your mindset? I mean, do you follow routines and stuff like that?
Not hugely yet, but I have felt that there's definitely a temptation to be sort of I wouldn't say like erratic, but just make a bet quickly, especially with the running bets and everything. I wrote a column, went up on the Money Man site earlier this week. But
great column, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But just about how tempting it is to ruin your sort of experience of the match by then placing a bet. It's like I'd bet on Wales. I mean, I'd bet that handicap for the Springboks to win, but not by more than 6.5, 7.5, and then just before the game, we were at the Roundhouse watching it. Couldn't get signal. I was trying to log in to put like a little bit of money down on Henry Polo to score 12.5 points. And then I just thought why am I ruining the whole experience of watching the game this morning? I've already got money on the game. I'd settled my bets, the previous night, put my phone away, and it's like the bet would have come off, but I've got the knowledge that I would have made the right bet, which I think it's like you said is almost as important.
Kind of sounds like your balls are dropping in the betting world as a young boy.
I mean,
and I think that betting can be an overwhelming experience for anybody to start getting into, and all betting is betting on the probability of a likely outcome.
Yeah.
And that's where I put a lot of emphasis in stats and in certain sports. And people think that a 1 or 2 point move in a market, where the market moves from plus 5.5 to 7.5 is inconsequential. That's over a 25% market move. In any other markets, that would be astronomical.
But people look at the points and they think,
So I mean, when you can bet dispassionately and make your bets and not think that you have to get in the action, that's when you start to master the betting, and the betting doesn't master you.
Exactly. I feel like it's a bit of a constant process that it's like you have to keep yourself in check every weekend to not do so. Even that England All Blacks game, I was very keen to place running bets because of how my previous week had gone with the running bets. I just thought this is actually too as well as England came out the blocks. You never really know with the All Blacks, So it's like, let me also just leave this and enjoy the game. I'm comfortable in my bet that England's going to win, but why would I potentially go and,
Well, hopefully we get you winning to the point where you can afford a pair of jeans that doesn't have a hole in them.
Yeah. 50% off.
So let's talk about England, South Africa.
Jason Colby's back.
Thanks for the newsflash. Yeah.
I think that is big though. Definitely, just in terms of, I think defensive organized, like we spoke about it in one of the previous videos, is organization as a wing. Defensively, it's not necessarily the hits that he puts in, but you can just see that there's a lot more cohesion with the defensive structure when he's out there.
He's certainly an underestimated tackler as well. I mean, a lot of people underestimate because of his size. He's quite he's a pocket rocket.
No, he is. Well, he doesn't miss many.
No,
at all, and he's come up against a few big.
It's a solid unit, isn't he? Solid little unit.
Yeah, well, you saw that picture of all of them with their shirts off before.
They asked me to get in there, but I'd committed to the movie 300
because of your
again.
Welsh tattoo.
Yeah.
Maybe after today.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. So what's going to happen? From a betting point of view, and how you're going to play it?
I've sort of got two scores floating around in my head. I was thinking initially 15-9, no tries. But I also get the sense that just because it's England and South Africa are so similar as teams, and their style of play almost cancels each other out, it's going to be quite a tight game. Like Rassi said, it's not going to be one with tries and expansive play. But I could very easily see like an intercept try happening, or a breakaway try from a kick that's gone wrong, a box kick, or just a kick for touch that hasn't made touch. And then both teams are good on counter attack. We've both got a good back three. That could very easily happen. So I was thinking either like a 17-12 or a 15-9 around then. But that kind of points. I've taken South Africa. I mean, they gave them 3.5. I think at the end.
4.5 now.
Is it 4.5 now?
Or 5.5, I think. Yeah. Let me just check.
Really? Because I locked out now. It's at 3.5. I was using Sunbet for that bet though.
Okay. Let me. Sorry, millennials out there. I know you haven't got much patience. 5.5.
5.5 on WSB. Thing is, I think with the 3.5, I don't think the Springboks will lose. The chance that they do, I don't think it'll be by more than a penalty.
Yeah, I'll tell you the sucker bet here, and for new punters and stuff, they'll look at the total points and see 37.5 and go, that seems really low. And because the nature of gambling is that you always looking for a high, and you want, people think, well, anything over 37, I win. Yeah. But it's a sucker bet for this reason. The average score in every World Cup, or the average score collectively, has been 31.75 points. Yeah. So they've built, they're saying that this.
Bookies are clever though.
Well, bookies are in business to make money. Yeah. So that bet I wouldn't go. And I looked at that, and I thought if it was going to be around 33, I might have a dabble. But that's a trapdoor.
37.5 is that one try out that a team struggles to get in a final environment,
Well, it's in a final. There's only been 15 tries scored in 8 games, and I think 5 of them were scored in one game with the
All Blacks
with the All Blacks in Australia, I think it was. So these games, it's not going to be a pretty game tomorrow. It's not going to be a pretty game. But you're skirting the question: what you bet, and how much you're betting, and who's going to win?
Well, I put 1,000 rand down on Springboks outright, odds of 2.88, so I get good odds. Over $2,000 return there.
Who was that on with? Sunbet?
That was with Sunbet, yeah.
Yeah, better odds than what you're getting on
WSB.
On WSB. I think they're at 18 to 10.
18 to 10 on, really?
Yeah.
For an outright win.
For an outright win.
Yeah, no, I got 2.8 on.
Yeah, you got a little bit better, yeah.
So that's the biggest bet I put down. I put down 200 rand on Wales to Wales at plus 20.5. I don't think the All Blacks will beat them by more than.
It's a game no one wants to play.
Yeah.
I mean, I've put down a bit of money on Wales plus 20. So
I just don't think. I mean, even if the All Blacks do come out and sort of pump them with a few tries, I don't think it's. I don't see why they would have the incentive to play a match that's go get them past 20 points. And I don't think Wales have now built the depth over the last decade to be a side that can field second team still and not concede a huge.
Yeah, well, Wales have got made 9 changes as we know through SARugbymag magazine. They made 9 changes. They had to make 9 changes. They've got a 5-day turnaround. Nowhere else do any international rugby clubs play on a 5-day turnaround.
Yeah.
It's the World Rugby need to look at that because it's just a money-making thing.
Well, I think it's been attacked. Like I was just looking at the tournaments. You think about how much break time guys get during the Rugby Championship. During Super Rugby, it's like 2-week intervals, week break. There's a lot of rotation and stuff, and it's a taxing 7 weeks. They play a warm-up game, then it's 3 weeks, and then.
Okay, you tell me so what is the bet? I'm either going senile or you're just not. How much have you put on? You put 1,000 on Bok outright?
1,000 rand on the Boks outright. I had a bet that I placed. Sunbet offered me a boosted odds of 5-1 at the beginning of the tournament for the Springboks to win the World Cup outright. So I put 200 rand at the beginning of the tournament on that.
5-1 at the beginning of the tournament. Oh yeah, because they're on 9-2 with most other people. Okay, yeah.
So then, so I've got an outright on that. Then I've got I had a multi bet of Mapimpi to be the top try scorer.
Yeah.
and South Africa to win the World Cup. That's
Yeah.
that's at 1 to 10. So
Clear, you're looking to be the Lone Ranger, and you're just not happy being Tonto. All these bets.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they don't ping me for related bets because I'm pretty.
Well, you know my thoughts on related bets,
Yeah.
and you can expand on that in an article if you want for the guys. So you're picking who you're picking South Africa to win. Who do you think is going to win?
South Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa.
I'm there too. I think South Africa to win by 2, and
Yeah.
I've put down some money on that, and yeah, it should be a hell of a game.
This is the World Cup for South Africa. I think. I mean, you talk about superstition and stuff, and I just looked at the build up this week too. It's Rassi's. It's his last one in charge.
Yeah.
I mean, not in charge. He's still going to be director of rugby. Siya Kolisi's 50th cap. His dad's flown over for the first time. He said when he watched the last rugby, the Rugby World Cup final, and he was in a tavern. It's the 12-year cycle that the guys have been speaking about.
Yeah.
The only interesting stat that James actually mentioned when I chatted to him was that he said that the stars are supposedly aligning for the Springboks, but no team has ever lost a pool match and won a final. But I mean, you're going deep into superstition there, but it's.
I think when you get to this stage of a World Cup, people are grasping for any sign.
No, for sure.
It's like, and it's just what I would like to challenge people out there, and I think we've building a positive community where it's loving and caring, and that people don't troll. And is it win or lose tomorrow that we celebrate what the Boks have done?
Yeah.
Because it has been phenomenal from where we've come. And Rassie hasn't had a 4-year build-up like Eddie Jones has.
Not at
And
all.
Eddie was almost fired from the England setup. So but boy, would it be great to see Siya with Ramaphosa lifting and Rassie and that team lifting that cup on Saturday.
Yeah.
I would give my left nut to see it. And no, I'm not taking that bet. The tattoo is enough for now. But mail me.
Mail me. I think the one thing, just in terms of looking at the actual split up of the squads, which I think will be where South Africa does have the advantage, is Rassie's been going for that 6-2 split on the bench, where he's picked 2 locks. England's starting locks really good: Maro Itoje, Courtney Laws. But I think the fact that we've got locks of equal quality starting, and then we've got 2 locks of equal quality coming on at like 50 minutes. And in a game that's going to be dictated by lineouts, scrums, a lot of tight play.
Yeah.
We've got fresh legs of the same playing quality coming on at 50 minutes. I think we've got a huge advantage there.
Yeah. As I said, I think it's with Mark and James, I'd made mention that for me, this is a chess match between 2 great coaches.
Yeah.
The first one if they're dogmatic in their approach and stick to a prescribed plan, that coach will lose. The one that makes the moves around the board quickest and reacts, I think they'll win. I think if you're a South African fan, watch for the first 10 minutes of the game, the first 5 minutes of the game. If you see England going back in the tackle, great sign, great omen, and we're in a very powerful position.
Yeah.
If you don't, and you see us falling off the tackles,
We're going to be scrapping.
be worried.
Yeah.
And that's where Rassie's going to have to be a tactician. If we don't get quick ball, Faf is not giving quick service, and he's not kicking well. He's got to make that change. If Siya, God love him, is not performing, he's just got to be able to move and sacrifice whatever pieces he's got to play with. And the same for Eddie Jones. I mean, what I like about Rassie, which the All Blacks fell into, was Rassie is backing his game plan. He's not adjusting his game plan to not to lose to England.
For sure.
And the All Blacks did that. I mean, God, they lost the haka, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah. Did you see they're getting fined for that now as well, England?
I don't even. The Rugby World Cup and that governing body. The less said about them, the better, because if the Boks win, who cares about what happened and all the controversies that surrounded this World Cup? And let's hope that on Saturday at 1 o'clock, the whole country's celebrating, because it will be massive. It'll be this country needs this win.
Exactly.
England's not even a rugby nation.
Yeah. I think that's why we will get the win as well.
Anyway, let's hope for a great game, and remember to celebrate, win or lose.
Yeah.
Show humility in victory and graciousness in defeat, everybody. Yeah?
Sure.
Thanks, Ollie.
Thanks, Kev.